All right, good morning. It is Friday, July 17th, and getting the bike all loaded up here and getting ready to head out. It is about 7 o'clock in the morning, and going to go do some riding, go west on Highway 24 past Lake George, and then head up towards Tarryall Reservoir, and there's a number of trails that run up that way. So today is the last day of riding, so probably might shorten it just a little bit so I can get back here. I got to get that big girl up in the bed of the truck and all strapped down so that tomorrow morning when I head back out, probably be leaving super early because it's about a 12-hour drive back. So, and I lose an hour on the clock doing it. But so far it's been really great trip, and got to see a lot of great things, and looking forward to today. Look at the size of those deer this morning. Good morning, friends. How are you? Are we having a good day? Are you even afraid of the people? All right. West of Lake George, probably 5 to 6 miles, and just heading north off of Highway 24. So there's a number of trails over this way. I'm just going to kind of work my way around and look at some of them. But yeah, this particular road's nothing really to write home about. Besides this very exciting cow up here. Not as exciting as the deer I just saw earlier. But hey, moo! So, anything exciting happens, we'll let you know. Alright, so this is Weber Park Road, just kind of a cutover. Then I'm going to take this Harbor Road and then another little cutoff. But this kind of came over a ride. So really, it seems like a lot of these trails are down in the valley between these Tarryall mountains. So I had the plan to go over and hit some other ones that are over that direction. When I get over here to the main road, I may call an audible, because I don't mind these roads. They're beautiful roads. If these roads were near the house in Texas, I'd be like, they're the best roads I've ever ridden. But compared to the other roads that I've been riding, they're pretty basic. There's a chance I might ride that Matukat road again that I rode yesterday. That road was just amazing. I really enjoyed that. And I actually really enjoyed Boreas Pass was great too. But the thing I liked about that Matukat road was there was nobody else on it. It's just big sweeping corners. It was just really good. But anyway, I'll quit drooling over that road, but I'll look at my little app here in a minute and decide if there's something else that I want to do. Okay, so this is Harbor Road, and it's a little bit more of a, I don't know, just a one lane road. I would call it single track, because single track is super narrow, but this has actually been a pretty nice little road. It's got a lot of these anti-erosion bumps on it, but kind of winding through the woods here. I think this is all still Pike National Forest. You can tell they came through and did a bunch of cleanup, fire prevention. Seems like you can get some good firewood out of that. But, so yeah, the trails are getting a little bit better here today. All right, so now I am on what's called Mike's Road, super original name, and nice little trail just kind of through here, through this I don't know what you call it, valley. So I did stop back there and took a look at my maps, and I think I'm going to call an audible. I was looking at where it was going to send me, and I think it's going to be similar stuff, so like this, which is fine. It's great, but I'm right over by that Matukat road that I rode yesterday, and I think I might do kind of what were a couple of my favorites. We'll create a nice loop. I'm going to do Matukat Road up, and probably maybe Stony Point Road that I did yesterday, and then cut over, and then probably do Rampart Range Road on the front range all the way back down to Colorado Springs, and then head back up to Divide. I know I've been on those roads before, but for one, Rampart Range goes on for quite some time, and I'm going to do it reverse. And amazingly enough, I found that when you ride a road backwards, it feels different. And if Matukat feels just like it did yesterday, I don't care, because it was a beautiful road. So I also think I feel like I got a little bit more miles in me than I had originally thought I would today. And the other route that I had going over to like Packer Gulch and stuff like that was not going to be very long. So I'll probably just go ahead and, in typical me fashion, get after it. Oh, this is a nice climb. That was a fun little hill to attack. So anyway, that's the plan as it stands right now. I'll let you know if it changes. All right, so this is Bayou Salado Terrial, and this isn't actually the town of Terrial, I don't think. Just a little, they call it a bayou. Like a dude ranch, you could go on day rides and stuff, so that's pretty cool. Super neat rock formations up here too. All right, here is the little town of Terrial, which I don't think is much of a town at all. Terrial is not the town at all. I could be wrong. No offense to the people of Terrial. There's a lot of stuff named after this place though around here. Okay, so I am doing that Matukat Road again here on Friday that I did yesterday, and just really, it's just a great route. I'm like, I could go do some of those other routes, but they didn't compare. But two things: one, look, you can see Pikes Peak off in the distance. They got some, looks like some rain, I would guess, going on up there today. But the other thing that's interesting is that same rain I got caught in on Thursday, on the back half of the day that I did this road, hit here. And I'll tell you, you can actually, the road ride's different. Yesterday was super loosey, sandy, and on corners and stuff you just slide. You can see some of the that the road put in here, or the rain put in here yesterday, but the road ride's completely different because that heavy rain kind of moved and glued down a little bit some of that super loose stuff, and it just rides so much better. Amazing. So it is a highly recommended road. All right, so here I am on Stony Point Road, and check out the buffalo, American bison, whatever you want to call them. But look at the little babies. Aren't they just the cutest little babies? I think I'll go ahead and take a picture. Hello, friends. All right, so I am on that Stony Point Road, and for the second time, and I did kind of forget about this deep water crossing, and this thing is like a foot deep, so I gotta go across it pretty good. Oh, sandy. I did forget about that water crossing, but hey, 2 for 2, baby. And here I come to that Wellington Lake. And then I'm going to turn off on Redskin Road and head over towards Rampart Range Road. So yesterday I didn't really see anybody on this road, and I've seen a few people, so being Friday, I think a lot of people they're mostly Jeeps and, you know, backwoods camper type people. So it's been a beautiful day. All right, so this is the road to Green Mountain Campground, and then I'll be on Redskin Road. So this is my first time on this one, and here comes somebody, so I'm going to go ahead and let them come on by. Oh shit, didn't see that. Dang near traffic jam out here. That first camper, that guy could use a little hitch raise. So I'm going to keep it a little bit more cautious as I go on this road, because that Wellington Dam Lake seems to be very busy. So there's 2 ways to come, this way and the way I went yesterday. I gotta imagine that there's a decent amount of traffic, so I'm just gonna have to be a little more cautious on this approach. Especially on these blind corners. I did have a little bit of a close call on that Matukat road. I saw a Jeep coming in the distance. I didn't think they were coming as fast as they did, and I came around a blind corner, and there they were, and they were pretty well hauling ass. And they had to quick turn to their right, and I had to quick go to my right and slam on the brakes, and it was a little slick over here with sand. But we did miss each other. In case the learning point there is if I see somebody in the distance and there's blind corners, I'll just find a place to pull off and wait for them to pass. It's a bigger situation for me if we hit than it is for them. Campground road is a nice little road. This little section over here, great. All right, so this is the end of the road here for Redskin Road on Onyx, and it's a Green Mountain campground area, and they've got a lot of camping here. And saw one campsite that had a campfire. Oh, here's another one where I see smoke at least. Blows my mind. I mean, there's signs every half mile that say no campfires, no campfires, no campfires. So I gotta imagine when the old park ranger or whoever comes by, they ain't gonna take too kindly to that. So this is the intersection of Highway 126. I think I'll be going north, and then, yeah, because south is the Woodland Park. I think I'll be going north, and then catching the road over to Rampart Range. Alright, so I'm just coming out of Buffalo Creek, heading toward Riverview and Ferndale, and this must be Buffalo Creek, but this is a nice little road. Cut me up over, and I'll catch the road that goes up to Rampart Range Road. So it's not gravel, it's paved, but it's a pretty nice road. Alright, I'm still on that same road. It's turned to gravel now, following the river. And just a beautiful road. I love it when the road starts with a caution. Sharp corners the next 8.5 miles. That usually is a good road right there. Well, this is a great road. It's a great road. I might be on the fork of a different river. I think they met back there. The quote-unquote town was called South Platte, but it was a ghost town. It actually had a South Platte hotel that was boarded up. It didn't look like it'd been used in decades. This is a great road. Okay, so I'm just coming over Rampart Range Road onto the Colorado Springs side. So there's the first view of the city down below. I did it backwards today from what I did the other day, and a lot more traffic. Today is Monday, or excuse me, today's Friday. And when I did it last time, I think I did it on a Monday. But I also hit it a lot earlier today, because I think I came right down here, but pretty darn good view of the city. Can't really beat that. Rampart Range Road from end to end is probably 55, 60 miles. 11's the best 11 because it zigzags back and forth. Well, you can see it on my map. It's been a good ride so far today. I'm already at 160 miles. I'm gonna guess I got 40, 50 more, another hour. I'll be back to the cabin around 3:30, and then that's it. It'll be time to take off the windshield and take the bags off and get the bike up into the truck. Start packing up my stuff so I can leave early tomorrow morning. So it's been a good trip. Here is Garden of the Gods from above. Probably better angle than when I was going down. Or going up, excuse me. Yeah, it's kind of hard to beat this last little section. As you come on down into the city and you can see Garden of the Gods. You got downtown up over there. Peak up over here to the right. Boy, it's kind of crazy to think all the ground I got to cover in the last week. All around Colorado Springs, all the way around that mountain, all the way over on the other side to Cripple Creek, all the way up to Breckenridge. It's been a good week.